What's poppin', y'all? It is your girl, Noni Juice, and welcome to Brain Squeeze, your go-to drop of juice for what is happening right now. And right now, I'm in Sneaks, and I have Troy Tyler with me because we have to get into so much stuff, okay?
Yes.
I want to say your name just like how Ella May did it, okay? She said... Troy Tyler.
Troy Tyler. Yes.
How was that? If y'all are not familiar right now, Troy Tyler, he is from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, R&B extraordinaire. I say that for everyone whenever they are really great at what they do. But he got to be on the stage with Ella May during Summerfest, and it was incredible. And for me to know the backstory of, like, I just love the story of how it all went down.
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely insane. But yes, Troy Tyler
Yes.
is in the building. Please tell me, one, how are you doing? And two, how did that feel to even hear your name be said like that by Ella May?
I'm feeling great. There's a lot of moving parts afterwards, a little overwhelming, but I think everything has died down on my end. I'm more zoned in, I'm focused, but it was amazing. It was I feel like maybe day 5, it kind of set in that it really happened. Everyone's like, oh, that was so dope, that was so amazing. But I sing all the time. So being on the stage it was just, I'm on the stage again with a microphone. Like, it's just so natural. But no, it was a great experience. I was a huge blessing. And like you said, the story behind it, I feel like is almost, if not even more, fascinating than the actual event itself.
No, it is, because we went there together. So it was me, it was you, Corey was with us as well.
Hen Dog, my boy.
We just was like kicking it for the day because y'all had went to the Brewers game earlier
Brewers
that
game,
day.
Yep.
How was that for you?
Brewers game was fun. So how it happened the night before, Henny had texted me. He was like, "What you doing tomorrow?" Henny is Corey. I call him Henny. I'm sorry, I call him Henny. But he's like, "What you doing tomorrow?" And I assumed he was going to ask me about the LMA concert. Cause I know you were going to be there. So I was like, but yes, for the Brewers game. And I was like, I know I was helping my dad the next day. So I moved things ahead with my dad so I could work with him and I can go to the game. Because I haven't seen Kenny or kicked it with him in a while. So that was dope. I pulled up at y'all spot. He had hot dogs, everything. We tailgated. Like, it was so dope. Like, he set it up so smooth. Like, he really had some thought into it. Then we saw you at the game. We watched you. We left pretty early because the game was a little boring. It was getting beat pretty bad.
His words, not mine.
They was getting beat. The Brewers got beat that game. It happens to the best of us. But so we talked about LMA there. Asked if y'all was going. Said you were. So then I was going by myself. So I was like, let me ride with y'all.
Yes, and we went down there. We didn't have no tickets. Like, none of us actually had tickets to go see LMA. None. Which is the craziest.
On a hope and a prayer, literally.
Literally. So we just gonna see what we can get,
Fact.
you know. And so we go down there, and we're sitting all the way in the back. Well, things first, it was about to storm.
Yes. Me and Henny, we saved somebody's life. An umbrella hit somebody in the head. Almost took a brother's shirt off. Not mine. Somebody to help him. So that transpired first. So it was already a lot going on.
Yeah, it definitely was. So then we get to the concert, just trying to get some shelter because it looked like it was about to storm. Yes. Because the wind just came through real crazy. Yeah. And we're all the way in the back. Like, I just want to say that.
Back.
All the
last
way in the
bleacher.
Back.
Last bleacher in the back. Literally the last one.
Yes, and then for you to be able to get yourself up on that stage like that, like, please walk me through your mind of how everything really went down, because this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Definitely.
So I remember the concert started and you and Henny went down for the first 3 songs. So, you know, Carrie had 2 badges. So her and Henny were down in the first 3 songs. They come back, and then Henny's sister Kayla went down there with her, and then they came back, and I was like, it's my turn. Like, I want to go up there. I want to get some close videos and pictures and whatnot. So I'm up there. I forgot what song she did, but then she did 2. We stayed there for 3 songs, and then I originally backtrack. I said, like, I gotta go down there for Boot Up. That was before she even gave me the badge. I'm like, we gotta go down for Boot Up. She was like, one specific song, like that might be hard. So
I thought she was gonna do Boot Up at the end.
I did too. So I figured I'd be the biggest one.
I don't know if you're gonna get Boot Up.
Right. So we go down there and we go there for 3 songs. Like, we're literally walking back, and I hear LMA say, let's take it back to 2008. And I hear the music. I was like, Carrie, let's boot up. So we turn around, we run back to the stage, and we just sitting there. I think you were behind me. Mm-hmm. At this point, I was like at the gate. So
living your best life.
Living by myself. I was on the Jumbotron, dancing, singing, enjoying myself. It's me, the gate, security guard, cameraman, stage, element. So she's going back and forth. And earlier, I had seen somebody hold up their phone, and I put a sign on. I couldn't read the sign. Somebody held the phone up for her to read something. Mm-hmm. And I took a picture on Instagram, a black picture, and I typed out, "Can I sing with you?" And as she was going back and forth, she was eventually coming back towards my way. I hold my phone up, and she like looks at it because the camera guy's right in front of me, and she laughs and keeps singing. So I put the phone down like, well, I tried. Like she saw it, she thought it was goofy or whatever. She kept moving. Then she sings for like maybe 2-3 more minutes, and then she was like, "Who held that sign up?" Next me was like, "Oh, I did. No, I did." I'm like, "Stop." I did. So I held it up, and she was like, "Are you sure? Like, you want to do this for real? Is this what you want to do?" And my exact words were, "I do this. Like, let me come up there." So she told them to let me come on stage. I walk up, like, and you would think there was like no nerves though. Like I knew I'm gonna get up here. She's gonna use microphone. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So we get up there, have a little bit of banter back and forth, and she gives me the mic. I take a deep breath, and then the rest was just God, like honestly. And people, I saw a lot of comments under a couple of different videos, my own and somebody else's, talking about my stage presence, but like everything just felt natural. I didn't think about anything. Like the lyrics were natural, like just came out. I know I messed up a little bit on the lyrics, but
you couldn't tell.
Yeah, so I just knew I had to be confident with it. You know, if I'm up here, like this is what I want to do, and I always talk about, when I get an opportunity, I have to make sure that I seize that. On my post, I said that my father told me, "You stay ready, you never got to get ready." So that's my motto with everything, with work, with music, the gym, like whatever it is. And I just knew, she gave me this mic. I'm not gonna make a fool of myself. It got to go one or two ways. Either I kill it, or I'm the laughing stock of the city. But you know, I've been singing my entire life, so I was just really confident. I was ready. And then like she picked a song that I knew, thankfully, and I knew her version. Because I did originally ask for Buddha, because I know Buddha like the back of my hand, but she picked the perfect song. She was vibing with me. There was a part where we was like kind of dancing together.
Was cute.
Yeah, it was dope. Like it was such an amazing experience. And like I said, even just now, I still watching the day after I was watching it. I cried when I heard the crowd reaction. Like, this is what I've always wanted. This is where I want to be. This is the reaction I want. This is how I want to captivate a crowd. This is how I want to, like, this is what I want to do. And I just felt like every time I watched the video, I'm like, it's that much closer. My Instagram blew up. I think I jumped like 6,000 followers in like 3 days. Yeah, so it was, like I said, it was a blessing. The story, thank you. If you never had 2 tickets to the game, I never would have been anywhere close to that stage.
I appreciate it, but it was all your talent, because the way you got up there and commanded the room, it felt like you were born to do that, which is exactly how you're saying that you felt in that moment.
Definitely
and
how I felt.
It's like God literally took over and said, "I got you, like just do your thing," you know. And who would have thought?
Honestly, just the badge, just my courageousness, my confidence, and like, and you know, I'm thinking everybody holds a sign up. She's gonna look at it, and she chuckled and it kept going. So, but you know, she's performing, so I know she can just stop and talk. But yeah, and just shout out to her for just bringing me on stage. You know, and not everybody would do that or was willing to do that. And I'm sure she had everything planned out. That wasn't part of the show. Contrary to popular belief, that was not planned. I had 2 great friends who invited me to a show. You gave me the badge. We went down there. You let me stay for the last song, and I just took a shot, and I made it this time.
Yeah,
so I've taken plenty of shots and missed. So like it felt good to make one and then like be ready for that moment.
Of course. Yeah. And when you got off the stage, what were you thinking? How were you feeling? Like, I'm sure when I was with you, so everybody was literally blowing your phone up. Yeah. So how was that for you afterwards?
I was like, damn, I didn't say my Instagram name. I was like, I always forget that. I'll be so in the moment. And
it's not that difficult. I mean, Troy Tyler, I'm sure.
True. You can find me, but I was like, dang, I should have. I always try to, I always find something wrong with whatever. I want to make sure I do my best. But the response from people was walking by, and then like, cause I've sang before, and people have been like, "Oh, you sound good," and this one just kind of felt like that at first. Hey, good job, man. Like, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But then everything after that, I just didn't expect it to be as big as it was. Like I said, people have told me, "Boy, that's major," and it just felt like another day at work. Like this. I just love being on that stage, and just to be up there again, just on a bigger platform was just a huge blessing. So I can't express my gratitude enough to you, Corey, Ella May, her team, because like you said, that didn't have to happen at all, and it did. So
no, it did for sure.
Yeah.
Since you posted the video, which has blown up everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, has anybody been in your DMs or in your comments or has followed you that kind of like you were unexpected? Like what?
So this one, I can't think of her. I think it's the nurse Jackie. I hope I'm saying her name right, but she had like 1 million followers. And she had like a couple different posts actually. So her, I was just watching The Chi Friday morning, and then I see Luke James commented on the video, and I just watched him on the BT Awards with Jacob announcing the award, and I'm like, dang, like these people, they don't know me, but they know of me now. So that was cool. I've had a lot of questions about interviews and my trying to talk about the moment, but I was saving it for this. For you, but I guess about it. A lot of people say I'm a fan now. I enjoy your music. You did it great. So now I'm just trying to make sure that now they follow me. And I gotta continue to give them a show, like new music, covers, photos, and I stopped being the social media guy after college. I was big on Vine. I got like 100,000 followers on there. Whoa. Then when that died, I was like, I'm not doing this again. Like trying to think of these videos. Now I got a job. I got bills. I'm not in college. I can't just go to my dorm room anymore. So I slacked on social media a lot. Mm-hmm. I now see the importance of it, and especially what I want to do. So I'm trying to force myself to kind of jump into it more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to make sure everybody reminds me to stay humble. I don't want to get big-headed because I'm not there yet. I still haven't been on bigger stages with different people opening up for artists, my own show. So there's still a lot more work I want to do. So I appreciate the love, but just keep me working. Like make sure I stay true and I stay grounded in what I've been doing, what I've always wanted to do, and just make sure that I continue to work hard. Because my dad also said, my mom as well, like it's hard to get there, but it's harder to stay there. We talked about a couple artists that we know who have captivated the spotlight in the city from different cities, and then they do different things, and then now it's different. They're not the headliner. They're not viral anymore. So now what?
Exactly.
And I don't think that my moment is necessarily over because I still get a lot of followers every day, but I'm definitely in that now what?
Yeah, you're trying to capitalize off of the momentum that you have now, and I believe I've seen you post, like you said, more covers just to get people to know who you are and what your sound is. But I know a lot of people, they're probably wondering like, okay, well, how do you capitalize off of a moment like that? Because so many people want to go viral for what they are really good at. And you were able to do that by showing people how captivating you can be, how talented that you are, how you can command a crowd, you're confident, like all of that stuff, right? And people are like, okay, how do I keep this momentum up? So what is currently going through your mind as far as like a plan or anything strategically that you feel like you need to do in order to stay top of mind? Which you're kind of doing it already, but
Yeah, so I think obviously more covers. Some people know that I obviously you saw that I sing from that video, but what else do I do? Do I continue to sing? Is it am I really passionate about what I'm doing? So is that dropping more music of my own? Because, it's cool to sing covers, but there's already a Ella Mai, there's already a Chris Brown, there's already a John B, a Joe, et cetera, et cetera. So now I have to let people know who Troy is. I got a lot of great music from before that I've released that I can kind of re-push to people because I think my highest was like 7,000 followers. Now I'm at like 14. So that's 7,000 people who don't know who I am, who haven't heard the old music, haven't heard Seconds of Forever, haven't heard Violet, haven't heard Sincerely Yours. So I got to re-push that stuff and hopefully somebody else thinks I'm worthy of another opportunity.
Yeah.
And I can do something bigger. I can do something more.
So who is Troy Tyler? How would you describe that person to someone who doesn't know who you are?
Okay. I'm a little shy, believe it or not. I feel like I'm my most comfortable on stage. When I have a microphone in my hand, I can do whatever. I can say whatever. If I'm singing, I'm good. But I'm a homebody. I love being at home. I love being in bed. I love my family. My parents mean the world to me. So just seeing their reaction from everything has been really dope and really exciting to see, and how happy they are, how proud they are to share the video and show it to people. I love R&B music. I love 90s R&B. I grew up on Motown in the church, so I'm really grounded.
That's missing.
Yeah, so I'm just really grounded in like what I believe is true R&B, not just calling women out their name. Everything ain't always got to be about sex, but like finding a smooth way to say the same thing. Like I can tell you I love you, but so can he, and so can he, or so can her. How can I say it differently where it's more captivating to the mind and to the ear? So I'm in love with trying to figure out how I can do that. I'm also a teacher, teach music.
With the babies.
Yes, K4 through 8th grade. Shout out MCP on 38th and Center. It's going into my 5th year. And, one thing I always say is that I feel as if I can't stop chasing my dreams because they're watching me. And I feel that if I do stop doing that, I'm telling them that eventually you're going to have to quit. And you don't have to. I've been doing this music thing for years, since high school. I got serious 2013, and I've been going ever since. I did Tiny Desk with Rick Ross. I got songs with Lupe. I was signed to Neo for a little bit. I met Troy Taylor, was in his house working on a song before. Worked with Drummer Boy, Perfect Timing, one of my biggest songs. And I'm still not where I want to be. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if I give up, then I'm telling them it's okay to do that.
Right.
And I have to keep pushing because I had to show them that no matter what, you can make it happen. Mm-hmm. I've seen comments from my music teacher, and I'm happy that they're proud of me.
Yeah.
Because I spent all my time watching them and being proud of them achieving things, but seeing that and like noticing that they're happy to share as my teacher it means a lot to me. So I got to make sure that if God has chosen me to carry this weight, I got to make sure I carry it well, not only for my family, for myself, but for them too, because they are our future.
Yeah, and I kind of want to talk a little bit. We talked off camera a little about being in a small market like a Milwaukee and having so much talent, and then even with you being an R&B singer instead of like a rapper or a hip hop artist, what do you feel like are some of the challenges with being an R&B singer in a city like Milwaukee?
One thing that I was told, again, by my father, a wise man, that if you're good, they're going to find you. So I don't know if people would just search up like JP, but he made sure that he put everything that he has in front of your face 24/7. So I do think people are able to say, well, we are in a small market. That's definitely true. But if you want it, you're going to make sure you work for it. Big Frank works for it every day. Mondo's out here hustling. New York is out here hustling. Like everybody's out here making sure that they get out in front of you, because there are moments like I think the video is a moment where like the eyes are on us. So not only what do I do, but what do we do as a city to keep the eyes on us? Giannis is leaving, so people are thinking that we back to a small town. But like you said, there's so much talent here. Not only with music, with sports, with art, shoes, like I said, art. Like there's so much talent here, and we just definitely shout out Shake, shout out Sneaks. So I know it's a small market, but we have to make it big. Mm-hmm. I think when you think about it, everybody started out as a small market. LA was wasn't always the LA that we know today. Same with New York, same with Chicago. They had to build that city up, so we have to build ours up.
Yeah.
I definitely do think it's a little harder to get out there, but when you got opportunities, you just have to seize that moment and make sure that, like you said, like I always say, you're ready for that. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, and I think like you said too, when it comes to social media, that gives us so much access and just the ability to be able to reach people who don't even live here.
Right.
And it can open up so many different doors
Right.
for you. And so I think it's important that you mentioned like you want to start taking that a little bit more seriously, because that is how you can be national. Like
Right.
all them views and all those likes and comments and shares that you've gotten on your posts, I'm sure they're not all just from the
No,
city of Milwaukee.
not at
So
all.
I'm sure that just feels good too, that you are making your mark
Yeah.
in that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now I want to go back to just what you do now, because people know you, okay? Like around the city, this is a famous guy. Corey says it all the time. We will be walking around. Everybody knows Troy Tyler from your songs, just you performing. Whenever you get the opportunity to open your mouth, you
Yeah.
are singing, and a lot of
Yes.
people don't do that.
Yeah.
What do you want to happen next? Like, what do you envision for yourself within the next, like, year or two?
I want to sign some type of deal that works for not only myself but my team. I do have a team. Shout out my boy Johnny DeShazier, Tim out of New York. I have a team of people who I trust, and I want all of us to be able to do this full time. I don't know what that looks like, so I think everybody wants me to say, I want a record deal, I want this, but that's not always in people's cards, you know. NBA Youngboy did it without a record label, so did Chance the Rapper, and I got other avenues, and I'm able to make a way, but I do want somebody else who, like I said, thinks I'm worthy of an opportunity, and to help put some time and energy, not just money, behind what we have, and like help lead me in the right direction. I want to be out of teaching, because the plan was never to stay there. Mm-hmm. I want to do music full time. I want to travel. I want to do songs with bigger artists. I want to hop on remixes, hooks. I want to open up for people. I want this to be my last year just solely in Milwaukee. I know I still have a lot of groundwork to play. Some people may be watching me to see what I'm going to do next, to see if I really want this or not. So I want somebody to see that I want this and give me a chance, mm-hmm. and then just knock it out the park.
Do you feel any pressure with that attention on you now, that you feel like you have more to prove to people?
A little bit. I don't know, not necessarily say proving anything, but I do know I have to clean up who I am. Like my social media was just like, it's me, the singer me, the man me, the teacher me. Everything was there. So now I definitely watch more what I repost, what I talk about, what I share. I do want to focus more on the music. I don't want anybody to get confused that this page is something other than like an artist page. Mm-hmm. So that's the pressure. The singing is like, I'm going to sing forever regardless. So now I'm just got to put a camera in front of my face and just post it. So my thing has been record. All right, it sounds good enough for me. Post it, then go on my business. I hate just, because I'm like, my anxiety will be like on 1,000,000. So that's the pressure. Is forcing myself to post, because I can find something wrong with everything.
Yes.
Like, I'm sure I watched this video back like, dang, why'd I sit like that? When I lean back, while I was up, like I always find something wrong with it. So I'm just trying to fall in love with the imperfections, mm-hmm. And the fact that I'm not perfect, and that people want to see that, because mm-hmm. It's more relatable. You know, nobody is 100% like on point all the time. So sometimes a note may not sound the way I want it to, but like you can hear from the context clues that I can't carry one, you know? So trying to make sure that I'm just focused on putting the work out, and not so much focused on if this is like studio quality in my bathroom.
You know, I feel like that is so relatable within itself, because why do we do that? Like, so many people that I follow, that I know, we all kind of talk about this anxiety we get from posting on social media. And in the grand scheme of things, when you realize, like, it's really not that big of a deal. I have to talk myself into posting all the time too, and I've been a lot better the last few weeks, because I've just forced myself to realize that this is literally just a moment, and what is it that we're afraid of, you know?
Like a bad comment, like nobody's gonna like what you do 100% of the time. Like, you're gonna find people who don't like it. I've been talking to my best friends Hakeem and Jazzy.
I love them.
Yes, they are. So I got a group message I put with them, and I call them my social media gurus. So I've been going back to them, asking them, is this fine? So the trend that I kind of made for myself was, because Ella brought me on stage, it's if so-and-so brought me on stage, I would sing this. So it's kind of playing off that moment, trying to make like a little trend out of it. So I've been just singing songs from people that I enjoy, who I wouldn't mind going on stage with, and like they helped me figure out the caption. He told me when to post, how much to post. So they've been really like in my corner with that, because I know they just post whatever. I'm sure they in their head about stuff too, but they've gotten to a point where just post it.
Yeah, because like it'll go by so fast, and then you're on to the next post.
Honestly, I'm working on the next one right now.
See, exactly. Yeah. You just got to get that habit up and that consistency, and then I think that's where a lot of the confidence can come in too. Yeah. But how do you feel about where R&B is today? I like how you mentioned that you feel like with your individual style, you are a little bit more creative with how you put your words together and sing your songs and the story that you tell with it. But what do you think is missing with R&B outside of just that? Or do you think it's perfect right now?
I don't think anything is perfect. And even some of my music isn't always a traditional R&B. I know that everything comes in waves. So maybe it's not the time for 90s R&B right now. But I do feel personally that is missing. There's an artist, her name is K1, KWN. People say Quinn. I just found out it's K1.
I just found that out too at the BET Awards.
Excuse me. Yeah, but I love her. I love her music. I love her style, her like just how she presents herself and her delivery. And that's not traditional R&B, but I feel like she's made a lane for herself, and she has like a vibe that I think is just so dope. So I pick from everybody, so I don't think anything is wrong with R&B, because now I just feel like we are creating our R&B. I feel like Usher and the Joes and the Genuines, they had their R&B. And I think the Chris Browns and the Trey Songz and Neos, they had theirs in the 2000s. And I think now it's just we are like starting something different. There's a different trend. Leon Thomas is coming with some different styles. Yes. Kehlani is coming with different stuff. Elmine, we hope we say your name right.
We still trying to figure
that out, bro. I'm going to see him tonight. Shout out Ayana, one of my choreographers. It's my Summerfest show. But I think we are just in what am I trying to say? A time of experimenting with different stuff. I think there's enough for everybody to get a fix. I got everybody in my phone. I got country, rock, pop. So I think music is where it's supposed to be. I just think we as consumers have to appreciate it more.
Yeah, I think we'll get back to that whole 90s R&B sound.
Eventually. Everything repeats itself. It's coming.
It does. Yeah. And I hear it. Like, some people are trying to get back to it. Even with, like, Kehlani. Love Kehlani's new album. Probably one of my favorite albums that dropped this year so far, because she really was trying to bring it back. I don't get 90s from her, but I definitely get, like, early 2000s from her vibe. So it all will come back full circle, I'm sure. But people want to know, what are you working on right now? Any albums in the works? Like, what's going to happen now? Because like I said, the eyes are on you. So outside of social media, what you got popping?
So I have a couple singles already, got artwork done. We just getting a couple mastering things done. So those are ready to release in the next couple weeks. Working on a project early next year. I still have one from last year, Sincerely Yours, that we still have to push. We didn't give that its due diligence yet. So I'm still pushing that. Working on more shows, videos, more content. Hopefully more stage appearances with other people opening up. But yeah, just more work. We're still trying to figure things out. Like I said, nothing was planned. So, for this type of attention, nothing was really already set in stone. Coming up, we thought we had more time, but we're pushing things forward. We have a lot of music that we can release that we haven't released yet. So a lot of singles are going to be coming out, just testing the waters, seeing what people vibe with. And then from that, we'll pick a lane that, people are rocking with, and then we'll grow on that, try some new things, experiment, but just have fun with it. I think that's one thing. That's what R&B is missing, is people having fun. Like, are you really making music that you enjoy? I know we have to appease to the consumers, but if I don't like it, you're not going to hear it, not at all. I've done a bunch of songs that haven't come out because I find something wrong with it, but I'm having fun again, enjoying myself, staying in the gym, making sure I look better, feel better, sound better. So just more work to come, more music to come, more moments, more opportunities, just more blessings. So,
yes, I love that. Now, you said that you are gonna have something coming out, soon in the works, and let's just manifest some things right now.
Okay.
If you had to shoot your shot at a few artists that you would love to just work with in this next era of your life, who would those artists be?
K1, Kehlani, Leon Thomas. I love to do a hook for like a Kendrick, even like a Jay-Z. I feel like I can do like I don't even want to name anybody. I feel like I can do a good hook for a lot of different artists. Chris Brown, look up to him. Usher, I'd love to just be a bug in a room at a Beyonce rehearsal.
Oh my gosh.
Like what? Just her work ethic. And I think people don't really understand how much goes into, like people think we get up there and just sing. And that's not that easy. Like I've worked years to be able to go up there with Element, grab a microphone and just start singing. So just to watch people take pointers. Like I said, I've been in the studio with Neo. I got a whole little note sheet of things that he was just saying that I just took and now I apply to when I make music. I'd also love work with Ariana Grande. I love pop music. Tyler, the Creator, he's different. So I want to, like I said, experiment, just do different things. I want to move around, travel. I got an album with Drummer Boy, the amazing producer Drummer Boy out in Atlanta. So we got to finish our project. Got a couple records we worked on with him that I'm ready to release. So I want to work with everybody that I can. I want to make sure I leave my mark on not only music but the world, and I got to move around to do that. So.
Any last messages that you want to just give to the people? Anything I didn't ask you that you want to highlight real quick to the people listening?
My Instagram is TroyTylermusic. I forgot at the Element concert. I'm not forgetting again. And also, I just want to say one thing that I always stressed was having a team of supporters. People always a team of supporters. Around you. People always ask me, like, "Bro, how'd you do it? Like, what do you do?" I have people around me. I don't have to micromanage. Like, I know I have a design guy in DeShazier, and all my artwork. I don't have to worry about what he's gonna do. I know he's gonna do what he has to do. DJ Snack Daddy, my DJ's behind me. I trust him. I trust Ayana with the dances. I trust Johnny with all the making sure everything, all the numbers are tight. LJ on the drums, AJ on guitar, Lynn on keys. I trust the people around me to focus on what they have to do so I can focus on me and I can work on myself. So make sure you have people around you who motivate you and push you and tell you things you don't want to hear when everybody else tells you things you do want to hear. I work with Ajante Gary, Tater Don at his studio. I'm working with him ever since I started music. And he'll be like, do it again. That's not it. And I've been in studios where I sang something and I know it was garbage. Are you ready for the next line? No, we didn't finish this one yet. Like, work with people who make sure that you are on top of your square. And also, I just want to say to people who are maybe discouraged, I've heard a lot of no's. Like, more no's than I can count on my hands and toes combined. And I got a yes last Thursday, and like things are opening up for me. So don't stop. Keep pushing. Keep working. A bunch of no's are going to come, but when that yes comes, make sure you're ready for it. Because I think that's one thing people lack. They get so overwhelmed with the amount of no's, they start to give up. So when that yes comes, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to move forward. So make sure you're always ready. Stay ready. You have to get ready. And just keep your eyes on me. I'm going to do a lot of things. Make sure I'm going to put my city on the map and do them proud.
Yes, I believe that 100%. And one thing I'll just say, too, as we wrap, like, you have a really great community around you.
Definitely.
Who just supports you down, even outside of just your team. Yeah. Like, the city of Milwaukee is behind you. And that, I feel like, is sometimes rare, where you get that hometown love that believes in you and just wants to push you and see you go far and is always willing to just be down to support whatever it is you're doing. So community, for sure, I would say, definitely has been on your side.
And I want to say so speaking of community, I have a friend, her name is DJ Lolo. She's also a CEO, Lauren Feaster. In a week, she curated a backyard, like, tiny desk for me.
I saw that.
And, like, she didn't ask me to put no money in. She didn't ask anybody to help her. At least she didn't ask me. But, friends who believe in you. And I think that's the most I've been paid for a gig by myself ever. Just from friends who care about me and donated to me in my dream. So, you know, bars may not pay me what I want, but like you said, I have a community and family, and I have friends who push me. My family don't let me do anything for free. My aunt wants me to be singing at her birthday party. How much you charge? What's your rate? Now, what's my family rate? What do you charge? So, people, like I said, community, people who love you and care about you is important. Because, like I said, I get discouraged too, like everybody else. There are days I'm like, damn, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just focus on something else, like down a different lane. But people around me help keep me grounded. They push me, and with them, like you said, my community has my back, and I feel that. So thank you for that.
Yes. Well, I thank you for pulling up on
Thank
me
you.
here
Thank
at
you for
Sneaks.
everything. Yes.
Like, it's been crazy to see your journey, and you know, I just can't wait to see what more you do with it. Like, I'm excited to be down for the ride.
We know each other since college.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time. Like, I've seen her journey, she's seen mine. Yeah, and shout out to you as well. You're doing amazing things.
Thank
Like, every
you.
time people ask me what happened, I was like, well, Henny got a fiance, and she just do these, like, she be on, she's the Brewers in-game host. She be on TV. She be, like, so, no, I appreciate you. And I'm glad that we could sit down and do this interview. I didn't want to do it with anybody else because nothing would have happened. Y'all wouldn't even know who I am if it wasn't for her. So, thank you.
Stop.
No, for real. Thank you again. Like, I truly appreciate that.
Of course.
Shout out Henny as well. Thank you.
Yes, make sure you guys follow Troy Tyler everywhere.
Please.
Be on the lookout for music. Take a look at all his videos, all his covers, all of his own original music that he does. He's amazing. Again, thank you so much for pulling up. Can't wait to see what else you got going on. But that is going to wrap up this episode of Brain Squeeze Podcast, you guys. Make sure you follow me at Carrie Noni _ on all socials. Let's keep the conversation going. If you got any questions for Troy, like, talk to me. Okay, we're gonna get it in. All right. But like I always say, you guys, Lord willing, I'm gonna catch y'all in my next episode. But thank you so much for kicking with us today.
Shout out Sneaks.